between the hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Ollie Rose.
The Sooners head coach told me here in the pregame he has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start the season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bulldogs offense will take the field first. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks in Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
They'll move the tight end. To the air, it's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Georgia sends out the punt team. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Headed out to lead this team is John Mateer. What a game he had last time out. 3 touchdowns, better than 200 yards, leading his team to victory. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll run the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
For this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism. He's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He gets it oh so close. First down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. It's a seam wide open. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after their catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Got it back on 2nd and goal. Right back to the well, and it didn't work again. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Keeps it himself. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Here's Nate Frazier. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Now, what a great job by this defense. Never giving up, man. Gave up some yards, get inside their own 1 on 4th and goal. And what did they do a good job of? Getting pushed, man. The big boys getting in the backfield, getting penetration, not letting a hole even open up, and they get the big 4th down stop.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Well, this drive probably will help them pile up yards, but they they could get points quickly, starting it with a 1st and goal. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, the defense basically played that one perfectly, right? Against the RPO, they did a nice job staying back, hanging, watching the quarterback's eyes, and taking away any throw. And when he decided to try to keep the football and scramble to his left, they were all over him. Great job defensively, playing together as one unit on that one.
Off play action. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And they'll send out the field goal unit.
Number 91.
And this one is perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Mateer. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Going to try to get it himself. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Sategna. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter as we get a look at the numbers so far. So 1st down here as they go back to work. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Now on the move. Got a little grass. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave nothing from that.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And these drops can be very frustrating because you know he wants the football, and he demands the football. Receivers a lot of times will walk in the huddle, throw me the ball. I've heard worse stories than that and worse language, but calling for the football, got to make plays, man. That's how you get more balls thrown your direction.
He'll try to do it himself. Breaks into the open. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle.
He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown Sooners! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Looking for blockers. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Georgia lining up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got great speed. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Gets the back moving. To the air. It's Mateer. Here's a heat. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Running inside. It's Robinson. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. Third down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
Fires quickly. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early. We're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams. We get to find out really quickly who's legit.
It'll be third and long. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Under fire. He rifles one deep down the right side.
That's really good discipline by this defense because they've given up some yards on the ground, and so naturally you think, be more aggressive, commit more bodies. Nice job staying patient, playing your responsibility on the outside, not giving up the deep ball, making them earn this, go down the field, and not give up those big plays.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Humphries. At the 45 on his way. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Rolling into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man out of the backfield. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Mateer. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Rush is on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Sooners will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Got enough for the first. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Makes the grab. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Open space at the 25. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. The Sooners call timeout, and that's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw at Stockton. Going for 6. Touchdown, Georgia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Makes the grab. It's Hansen. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, defense wasn't fooled on that pass play. Great job by the defender knocking it away.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. To the air on 1st down. Caught. No chance to run, but still a good gain. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the number 5 team, the LSU Tigers.
Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
I caught up with Oklahoma's head coach coming out of the locker room. This is exactly what he expected from 2 undefeated teams, very closely matched opponents, and that's exactly how it played out in the first half. But he believes his team is better, and they can make some noise here to start the second half. I'll let you know on how things are developing here on his sideline as the game goes on. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Got it. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
In the gun end, looking to throw on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Sooners are flying down the field. He wants to throw it again. Pocket breaking down. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And he showed you in 2 plays why this defense has been up late at night. Like thinking about having to guard, he makes you defend the back end, throwing the football, but then has the ability to pull it down and chew up yards with his legs. He makes you cover the whole field, run and pass. Infuriating to deal with as a defense.
So now it's 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Fires left. It's complete. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And here comes the field goal unit. This ground trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Smashes it between the uprights. Hold on just a second, guys. Flag on the play. This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking downfield on 1st down. Dumps it off in the flats. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Looking for a man. It's Mateer. He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Lining up for the PAT.
This offense needed a big play, And that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on the Bulldogs sideline, there is so much excitement from these players. This has turned into somewhat of a shootout. The offenses continue to score, but I have seen some of the defensive players say,
Makes the catch, and he's free. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Here's a give to Frazier. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Unloads quickly. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the knee. Georgia sends out the punt team.
Number 8 on to kick it away.
And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They closed the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. They'll leave it with the lone back. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage.
Here's a little room there. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Sooners want to crank the tempo.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Spreads out 4 receivers, trips right, a single receiver to the left on 2nd and 7. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the catch. It's Harris. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Mateer. Under fire. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And already it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11 on 11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much. And even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running, has completely changed the way people play defense.
The Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Got it in the middle. It's carry on. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got it! They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And that's better protection up front by these guys. You give up a sack the play before, you got to give your quarterback some time. They do. And another thing that I really like, guys, what he did right here, you don't have to take a shot. You don't have to get it all back in one play. Nice job.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! They move on top here in the fourth.
How nice is it to know, man, late in the ball game when I need it, I can keep the football on the ground, not get super complicated, pound the rock, get in the end zone, and take the lead.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bulldogs offense is on the field. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now the play fake. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
I think one of the most undervalued assets in good quarterback play is the play-action game. Making the run fake honestly and truthfully looking like run. You're fooling the defense, and then you're just making it easier on yourself because you're giving yourself bigger lanes to throw the football into.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive and get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. Hauls it in. Could not make his way to the corner.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Gets it to the back. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's fourth down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back.
Turning it on! That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. A senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. Right back to the well. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist and saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
2nd down, he'll throw it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Looking downfield, it's Mateer. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. And the Sooners will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
They'll give to Frazier. Nowhere to go. Same song, 2nd verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the 5th kick of the night. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Oh, they're after him! And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Short completion on 1st down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Frazier. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
On 1st down, Nate Frazier finding some room. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
And they tried to sneak the run in there, but immediately you got to call a timeout. You got to stop the clock. Then you can get organized.
There he goes. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Timeout on the field, and that's the 2nd call by Georgia. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Here's the pressure. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The clock is relentlessly working against them. Down 4. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. The quarterback takes a knee.